Okay, let's start with the first thing. Talk about English for academic purposes. Okay. Okay. Let's read this. Helvetica and Times New Roman walk into a bar. Get off here, shouts the bartender. We don't serve your type. Do you understand this? This is a joke. Okay. Okay. A ver. A ver. Ana Karen, could you please read again this? Helvetica.
Get out of here, that part.
Okay, you have to read the whole. Helvetica
Okay.
from Helvetica.
Helvetica and Times New Roman walk into a bar. Get out of here, shouts the bartender. We don't serve your type.
Yes,
Oh.
that's right. Do you understand? It's a joke. Yes? Okay. Do you understand? No. It's okay? It's a type of leather. Yes. It's just a play of, it's like kind of playing with words. Okay. Okay. What is academic? What is academic? Okay, EAP. What is EAP stand for? It stands What is EAP stand for? Okay, when we talk about EAP, sorry, we are going to talk about some kind of yes, Sylvia?
I'm sorry. It was my phone was muted.
Okay.
I didn't do a research about it, but I think it stands for English for academic purposes, like ESP, English for specific purposes.
That's great. Excellent, Sylvia. That's it. No? So when we talk about EAP, we are talking about some specific kind of language or jargon that we can use to talk about to use in this field. Okay, but it's beside just vocabulary. Okay, and you can see that, for example, there is some weight, no, that we have to use when we are talking about when we're using the EAP. Okay, speaking, writing, reading. Okay, listening also. It's different from the normal English. Okay, for example, if I told you the word something related with biology, I say you the hematologist, okay, the hematologist works with blood, okay. Hematologist is a specific word, related with biologists, okay, or scientists, okay? So in that case, we're talking about vocabulary. But also, we can use different kind of vocabulary, okay? As I told you in the introduction video, EAP is related with training a student to use the correct way of communicating in English, okay? Because it's different when you want, for example, you want to write an essay or you want to write just a simple writing, okay? In writing, for example, or reading, okay? So, wait a minute, I cannot second, I cannot listen. Okay. 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 Where does an EAP come from? EAP is a branch of ESP, no? Because English for specific purposes, it's bigger than academic purpose, English for academic purposes, no? Because you can derive from different to different areas. Okay. What is the objective of English for academic teaching, academic purposes? Let's focus on teaching English, especially to facilitate learners' study. And as I told you before, is focus in academic contexts. No? Why it's important to know that? Because of the internalization of higher education. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, and now with the internet, it's also important to know, no, the English, no? And especially English. Okay. How do they work? EAP teachers take pride in their expertise in classroom teaching, responsiveness to students' needs. Okay. It's different when you teach general English to specific English, no? Because when you teach, for example, English for academic purposes, you have to know what are the needs of your students, no? So the first things that you have to do when you teach EAP is to know the needs of your students, no? And it also involves curriculum planning and materials development, no? Individualization of support to students and through context-aware educational management, no? So curriculum planning, you have to think about with the students about according to your students' needs. No? And materials development means that you have to know what they need. No? And you can create, for example, exercises, okay? For example, your students are from biologists, you have to think that you have to look some information about biology. And also you have not only vocabulary, but also some strategies that they need to study, because it's not the way, it's not the same the way that an engineer learned and a biologist learn. No? It's different. For example, an engineer learns in a way, a biologist learns in a way, a writer learns in a way. Do you remember that we have different way of learning in your class? You can find different intelligences, no? So, but mostly in an ESP course, no? Because you are focusing on a determined area of the knowledge, okay? Okay. Okay, for example, this author, John Swales, the British language admitted language teacher, applied linguistic and an academic advisor for excellence, teaches us about the concept of a discourse community. Then we are going to watch a video, okay? Talking about this EAP, okay? Yes. English, as I told you before, this is the ESP3, no? And in these different branches, we can find different special files that you have to teach. For example, EAP, we can find here, EOP, General English, English as a foreign language, English language teaching, okay? And here we have ESP, English for specific purposes. And you can see here, English for social science, English for business and economic, English for science and let's say, technology, and EAP, English for psychology. Okay, and within them, you can have the EAP. This is a tree, okay, that shows how English is taught. Okay, and here you have the reading that is talking about the things that we have seen, no, in the first part. Okay. Here, for example, is saying that this includes language teaching methodology, teacher education, assessment of the language, need analysis, materials developed and evaluation, discourse analysis, acquisition studies, in EAP context, research writing and speaking at all academic levels, the sociopolitics of English in academic uses and language planning. And this list is sure to be incomplete. Okay, so all these aspects that we can see here in this reading, you can learn that it's a little different from general English, no? Okay, so with this reading, you're going to do something you have to read, and you can answer the question that we have in the form. Okay, but let's wait. Let's continue with the explanation. Okay. We have why it's important. It's the same that we have already done. What are the challenges teachers face when transition to EAP teaching? Okay. For example, you have special ed content knowledge. Okay. Remember, for example, when you teach nurse students, it's not the same if you have engineer students. Okay? Knowledge of the specific genders and discourse. Linking gender-specific representative lexical grammatical features. Academic communication. Instruction, also socialization into academic practice was secured source. Okay, so these are the challenges that you as a teacher face when you want to teach EAP. No, but we're going to, in this module, we're going to work some strategies to face these challenges. Okay. What skills, knowledge, experience needs to be developed? Okay. The knowledge learners needs, as I told you before, when you want to teach this kind of ESP or English for academic persons, you have to be aware of all the needs that to address learners' needs and the ways of identify this. Okay, to do this, to identify your students' needs, you have to create a need and analysis surveys, okay, to evaluate how to they learn, what do they need to learn, okay. Disciplinary knowledge and relevant gender, to develop specific pedagogies and lesson planning. And knowledge, material design, and develop competencies. No? So when you want to face this, you have to develop some competences to know how to teach your students. Okay. And here you have the reading of what we have talked about. The challenges and the knowledge that you have to, okay. For example, for example, something about teaching EAP, it was founded by the British Council, no? From 1950 to 1960. They received a lot of foreigners there, in their Britain, but according with this, they created a government policy of aid to developing countries. Okay, and so they developed a British project. Have you ever heard about this British project? Well, this project was here in Bolivia from 1945 to 2000. No? They developed some methodology and they developed some strategies so teaching English could improve. No? Wow. Okay. And this is just talk about have you ever heard about John Wood? John Wood was the director of the British Council, and he gave us a lot of workshops, and he helped us develop, por ejemplo, el CAI, ¿no? El cursos autofinanciados de inglés, was thanks to this project that the British government helped us to develop that, no? And also the 3 students from Santa Cruz went to England to be trained as teacher. Okay, so and they developed this field of ESP, no? EAP should be assumed, no? The answer should be the answer to the minority of these language learners. who progressed to study in Britain. But they realized that they had to develop the EAP. That's why they put importance in this. Okay. Okay, so we have the features here, definition, the gender, interest for academic purpose, characteristics, and features. Okay, here we have the link from Professor Suarez Gendre and EAP. Okay, and you're going to develop a mind like this. You have to watch the video. And then after this question, no? What does the doctor say about gender, definition, characteristic, and features? What does the doctor say about EAP, definition, characteristic, and feature? Okay, meanwhile you're watching, you have to answer these questions and also develop a mind map, okay? Where you're going to show you your homework. Let's go to the platform. Okay. 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 You have the platform. You can go to the forum, discussion forum. Okay, 20 minutes. A student discuss grammar used in academic texts and share examples. Okay, and also in this, the first part, first let's talk about EAP and what you have seen in the video. Okay, you have to open this video, this forum, and there you can upload your. Here you say, for example, añadir un nuevo tema de debate. Okay, there you can start writing. Okay. There you are. Okay. EAP. Talk about write down. The answers for the questions and create the mind map. Okay. Okay. There, as you see, you can enviar al foro. Okay. Let's see. There you are. You can open here and you can start working. Okay. Or you can add. Okay. You can start working now. Okay.
Professor,
Eh,
can you show us again the slides with the questions and the YouTube link?
Okay.
In the PowerPoint?
There you are. This is the link.
I'm sorry, can you copy the link in the, I don't know, in the chat here or in WhatsApp so we can go
Okay. Yes.
directly to the,
Right now. Right now.
thank you.
Okay. Wait a minute. I'm going to open the. No. Okay. Yeah. No quiere copiar.